hello. How many times did I just say hello? I done lost count. Anyway, welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole. My name is Brittany, and here we talk history, paranormal activity, urban legends, and many more topics. Today, we're going to be talking about the Battle of Munford. And as most of you know, history is my vice. The Civil War it was a major war that took place on U.S. soil, and it was the last war that ever took place on U.S. soil, ever. But the Civil War was a major war that took place on U.S. soil that divided our country. And the Battle of Munford took place in Munford, Alabama, on Sunday, April 23rd, 1865, during a raid through the state by 1,500 Union soldiers, Union Army cavalrymen under General John T. Croxton, part of the force participating in the Wilson's raid. Now, the Battle of Munford, in a minor action in Hendersonville, North Carolina, on the same day, were the last battles of the American Civil War east of the Mississippi River. And the Confederate soldiers at the battle were described as Confederates, home guards, and pardoned deserters, while the Union cavalry was a veteran force armed with 7-foot Spencer repeating carbines, and the Confederate soldiers were commanded by General Benjamin Jefferson Hill. Lieutenant Lewis E. Parsons had 2 cannons which fired several rounds before they were overturned, and the Union troops won the brief battle, and Parsons was appointed the provisional governor of Alabama in June after the war's end. So, the Union and the Confederate soldiers killed that day, described by author Rex Miller as the last to die, opening a comeback for contending military forces. So let's talk about the last battle now, shall we? Numerous battles have been written and written about as the last battle of the rebellion, without disputing in regards to the matter of fact, not generally known, but that a battalion of the Second Michigan Cavalry under the Brevet Major Whitmore charged a force under General Hill near Talladega, Alabama, on April 23rd, 1865, and was supported by the last of the regiment brigade, skating the entire Confederate force and capturing the artillery and military and many prisoners. And that was the 14 days and the surrender at approximately and approximate and therefore quite later after the cessation of hostilities. And the next day the country was filled with small parties returning home, a sadly broken down people. So Lieutenant Andrew Jackson Brutman was the last Confederate soldier to die battle east of the Mississippi River at the Battle of Munford. Now, most of y'all know I love me history. I had to talk briefly about this battle because I think it's as important as history is one of those things that you sleep on and you hate learning about, but we need to learn history because if we don't, we're doomed to repeat it. I'm a firm believer in that. Um, but that is it for this episode. I know it's short, but this was a short battle, so I guess in the end, it was a short episode. But join me as we talk more about the Battle of Stalingrad, Battle of Normandy, Battle Pearl Harbor, Midway, Vicksburg, and Mobile Bay. So many battles to talk about. So much time we need to learn with history. History is my vice. I am a history nut, so it's one of the many topics we talk about here on Down the Rabbit Hole. Now, for many obvious reasons, I will not be having comments on because because some people take commenting too far, and it's leads to online bullying and everything else. And words hurt, actions hurt, and I know that's the risk you do when you start podcasts and stuff like this online. So remember, the next time you comment something, kindness matters. Your words can hurt, and some of you are used to that, and some of you just want to be internet bullies. That's fine. You have that right to, but when you take it too far, you take it too far.